Hi everyone, I'm Max from the Max team, and tonight I am with Rane from Argentina. How are you, Rane?
Hi, Max. Thank you for having me here again. I'm really excited about what we're going to cast this afternoon, this night, depending where you're watching from. We have really important matches for the Max League.
Yeah, tonight it's the final round of this first stage of the Max League 5, and we'll have very important matches. The first one between the Croatian Reqvam and the Canadian CaelesLuna. Reqvam won the Max League 4, and he told me I will win the Max League 5. You'll see that. he told us that. So he has to now, and the player who wins the match reach the top 8 playoffs, so very important. And then we'll have Furyhunter, the new grandmaster from the Max team. We're so happy about that, versus insane the Ukrainian player, very well placed on their group. As well, we're gonna check this in a few seconds after the first match. But first of all, let's talk about you, Rane. Rane, you're a writer for esport.gg. You as well organize events with TDF, the team you represent. For sorry, for in Argentina, in Latin America, and you are as well a caster for the great event for Blizzard. And I give you the the microphone now. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. It's such a good and extensive presentation. Thanks for your words, Max. Yes, for the ones who know me, well, you probably know most of the things I'm gonna say. For the ones you don't know me much, I am from Argentina, as Max said. I'm part of the Hearthstone Esports casting team for Latin America, for the American region in Spanish. And here, right here, trying myself in English, I like to be involved in as many Hearthstone projects as I can. And as Max mentioned, you can find me on Esports GG. I'm right there about Hearthstone. Every news that just appear, I'll be writing about them in the site. And for those who are eager to compete and to participate in different tournaments like the Max League, I also, with my team, Firelands' Tierras de Fuego, which is Spanish for Firelands, organize events that have prizes and that are free to enter. So the next one we'll be having is in the first weekend after the expansion with $500 in prize pool. So check our social media. You can find us there. You will be probably spamming a bit on the Max server. So come and join the Discord. You cannot miss the action if you're there.
Yeah, and if you have a link for us, don't hesitate to give me. We'll share it on the chat. Um, and now we are displaying the group of the first match, the Group D, very intense group with Chabodenis, the German player who is already qualified for this top 8 playoffs. He is from the qualifiers, and he has very high win rates in Open Cup, so he was in the qualifiers, and now he joined the playoffs. Very, very nice start for him. And then we have Reqvam and CaelesLuna. Both of them can enter the playoffs as well, but they have to win tonight, as you see.
It's like kind of the top 16 match we're seeing tonight, because the one who wins will be going to top 8. So it's a really win-win situation. CaelesLuna was a GM and will be a GM. Besides relegating, he won his promotion back after the last Masters Tour in Undercity. So we'll be seeing high-level play. I like watching Reqvam a lot. His play style, how he approaches the meta, how he tries sometimes to counter the most popular lineups. I'm really eager to see him playing tonight, so and discover what his strategy will be this time.
Yeah, we are going to check the lineups, starting with Reqvam Swan. Here I am. Okay, so it's bringing a Demon Hunter, a Druid, and a Warrior. And we won't see his Warrior that has been banned by CaelesLuna. Okay, I'm checking this with you. Oh, it's a Brute Demon Hunter. Okay, it was a long time I haven't seen this list.
Yes, it came. I don't want to say popular, but it did have some spotlight in the Masters tours and last Masters tour. It made it to the finals, so something good about it. It is around there. Besides the Ironbound Brutes being at 8 mana, the new support for the for from the Dead Mines mini set and this expansion made it. I don't want to say viable, but for the meta for the ladder, but it fits in some specific last hero standing lineups. So we see you can just counter some slower decks that won't be able to resist some brutes, or even maybe some aggro decks. If you put just a couple of towns in front, they just say that's cheating.
Yeah, as you mentioned, we are playing in this LHS format, and it allows us to see more well, well, how can I say it? Very specific decks that we cannot see often in on ladder on conquest match. Okay, so checking this. Okay, we are. Then this hunter we already know. This Druid is in the Malygos one. I didn't bring Anacondra in it. Oh, it's the list from Jumble with the owls. Okay.
The owls, Malagos, you're right. If the list has owls, some beasts, it's definitely a Jambra druid. Some of them I saw Tincho, I think, last week, or a couple of weeks ago in the Master Tour, using even Nyols on this list due to like the hand size they have, some reaction tools on top of owls, throwing some more reactive stuff in there. This one's goes with Overgrowth trying to ramp into Malygos, having the Glowfly Swarm as a middle threat for some decks that will not be able to answer it, but with a huge payoff after Malygos. Besides, despite not having an Anaconda, when you have a handful of spells and you're a druid, it's half your game won there.
Yeah. And we won't see the warrior, so we will check now the other lineup. This one is from CaelesLuna. As you said, he used to be Grandmaster, but he will be as Grandmaster another time because he earned the points in the Master Tour. And is bringing a Warlock, a Rogue, a Warrior, and a Druid. Some list similar to his opponent, but we won't see his Warlock. And the Rogue is still here with Mr. Smite now.
Interesting. I like this hybrid version of the Rogue, which is half weapon rogue, half aggro rogue. It has some a cool finisher with Bloodsail Raider that gets buffed with the weapon you have, and you can give them charge with Mr. Snidey. Okay, it's an 8 mana combo, but with our friend the efficient Octobot could be 6 or even less.
Yeah.
And if you have a Shadow Step to throw in the mix, you can deal easily 30 damage from hand.
Yeah, you when you see this combo, it can come very early in the game, and you can play this Bloodsail Raider 4 time with these shadow steps, and they are free after being spelled with shadow steps. So it's very efficient with this weapon. So a nice new rogue deck. We like to see something new, and maybe it's the new tier 1 rogue after the Garrots one.
Yes, it's. I at first I thought it was a meme I mean, you know, it did appear on those memes that this card plus this cards equal
Yeah,
number one
yeah,
legend. But after all, we're seeing here in a competitive tournament. We saw it on the Masters too, so it made the cut.
yeah, yeah. It's a nice deck. I hope we'll see it. And which druid is it? Okay, it's the survival of the fittest. This one with Meter Smite as well. Ah, okay, he has Mr. Smite in his warrior. He loves the card.
Yes, it's well. Last time I got to cast on Max League, Mr. Smite just made the whole series. He
Yeah,
took one lethal after the other one, so I don't blame players from including them. This version of Druid, it has Anaconda and Celestial Alignment, and tries to play with a finisher, Mr. Smite as a finisher, because not only Mr. Smite is a pirate, but it also the Jerry Rig Carpenters are also
yeah,
pirates. That okay, they are two ones, but once you put a survival of the fittest on top of them, they are not just two ones. They are
yeah.
something you won't like to hit your face. So that's a different approach, a bit more minion heavy, and with the celestial alignment combo, but also interesting approach that Druid has, which allows you to gain some percentage in different matchups. As you mentioned before, we're playing last hero standing format, in which you can have some wacky decks or tailored decks to beat another one, and once you get that win, it doesn't need to just get more or wins. If it does, great. But if not, the deck does the job.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like those kind of deck, and we see it action in few seconds now because we are contacting the players to start the games. I'm starting Hearthstone, and tonight it won't be. I know you will be disappointed, but it won't be radio Hearthstone. It will be video Hearthstone. So better than the previous time. Okay, I'm starting this and I'm contacting the player. They will be here in few seconds. They are already here on their cameras, and we have a
Nice.
very OD from
Some
for Reqvam. Yeah.
some good production value there. I want to just talk a bit so you can have your hands on the keyboard, on the mouse, on the controls. You're doing everything, Max. So let me give you a rest over there. As we mentioned, CaelesLuna against Reqvam, the one who wins will be making it top 8. So just this matchup, players will need all your energy. I see already comments in chat. Command bottom or top depending on which players you want to cheer for. And remember to follow the Max team on social media. A lot of stuff happening there. The Max League Nations also happening in January and February of next year. It's just around the corner. So, I mean, just watch for it. It'll be happening everything here. So drop a follow, drop some comments in the chat to cheer for your players. And we're now waiting for the Grandmaster CaelesLuna to fight against Reqvam and see who makes it to the top 8.
Yeah. That's it. Okay, the players has been warned that they can start. Oh, I'm seeing that Norwis, the Czech player, just got first legend. Is a top 1 legend right now. Okay, and this player has not been chosen by the community to enter the Czech Republic team for the Max League of Nations 2. It will be Yala, Enigma, and Filey, but it will be nice.
Well, yeah, he's out, but what the rest of the team is just as amazing as he is. I mean,
Yeah.
if you have a Jarla on your team, what were you afraid of? Just roping out, but nothing besides that.
Yeah, and they were runner-up of the previous Max League of Nations European edition. They lost to United Kingdom in the finals.
Exactly. So I'm already seeing they are about to battle a friend.
Yeah.
So players are ready. We have on the bottom CaelesLuna. On the top we have Reqvam. So I hope you already have your favorite players. As you already see on the chat, Moobot is spamming a bit the lineups for each of the players. You can check them, copy them, and try them yourself, because these are pretty decent players. Remember, these are lineups for last hero standing, so they might have to be changed a bit for ladder, but well, that's if you're just too try hard. I just copy and jam some games, and that's it.
And we have a very new lineups with this mini set that was released a few weeks ago, and the Max Leagues meta has been really refreshed thanks to this, and it's nice to see the new decks. And not every players bring now the same classes, but there are new combinations allowed by this new mini set.
They have a short time to crack this Deadmines mini set meta before Fracture and Alterac Ballets just storms. We're just less than 10 days away, or well, yes, bit more than a week. So be prepared. I hope the players are already theory crafting their decks for the final stages of the competitions, because as the World Cup, it will be played with Fracture and Ultra Bali sets. And let me see, I think we have a game, Max?
Yeah, it's starting right now. Okay, I'm spectating CaelesLuna, who plays on the European server to have this match versus Reqvam. It's the rogue we were expecting versus the Druid from Reqvam.
Yeah, so right now CaelesLuna is bringing that aggressive rogue that we talked about, and let's see how does it work against the Druid. I think the Druid can out heal the weapon bro, can put towns in the way. There are pretty good things Reqvam can do in this matchup.
And I guess the dude from Reqvam is the one without without the Celestial alignment. So he cannot stop his player to play his combo. And we have CaelesLuna with the weapon in the starting end. So he is very happy with that, and I guess it will be a coin weapon at turn 2, then Silver Leaf Poison maybe to draw.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yes, that combination is super important. Having the Swing Stacks Shank and the Silver Leaf Poison allows you to cycle your deck. Oh well, if you top deck a prep like that, you just don't need even to wait.
Oh, and drawing. Okay, now he wants to have the spell that adds durability to his weapon as well.
Yes, each poison will gain 1 durability to the swindle test. The top deck or the draw, the swindle, the self-sharpening sword, not important right now. It's taken for consistency, but I guess CaelesLuna will be having the swing task shank equipped for the rest of the game right now. If we're watching the other side of the game, what is Reqvam aiming for? Because we have Scenario Ward, but it's a bit far away.
I guess it will be this Pandora importer here to get a spell, maybe something to ramp, because he has nothing interesting in hand right now, and the Luna Eclipse won't be relevant. Is this matchup versus this weapon rogue? So it's not a good start for Reqvam here.
Yes, it's the Pandora Important is something that can get you some extra value. This gets some pressure. Reqvam doesn't have the finest start, but if you think that next turn he can go coin Arbor up, it's not such a bad beginning. You will be putting pressure.
Okay.
That will mean that you will be delaying the Scenario Ward for a couple of turns, but I think he wouldn't mind.
Okay, interesting to have this This little weak claw. Okay, I didn't see this card
Whoa.
played before.
Are we going all in, Max, here?
Oh, it could be. Okay, I guess
We
you got
are.
this. Yes, just one draw, and your end is now a good end. That's why we love Hearthstone.
Yes, that solar eclipse was just amazing, putting so many stats on the board. And now, CaelesLuna finds the Cloaks of Shadow, which is just the card he needs to avoid lethal. But I think, or I want to ask, is that enough? Can you hide enough to set your own lethal?
You have only two cards like this, so to you have 2 turns to finish the game, and you cannot right now. Maybe he wants to secret passage here, but if he's not getting the second Cloak of Shadows, it's over. And if you place a Cloak of Shadow before, the secret passage would be relevant. So I'm not sure what to do here.
Go for a middle ground stance in which he starts clearing the board. Okay, he's looking for what? For another... Oh, he find the place Splendor. That's important. That was what he needed to clear, and the Shadow Step to throw one extra one into the mix. He avoided lethal without using the Cloak of Shadow.
Okay, it's a change of plan here. The combo is now not the same because of the using of this Shadow Step here, but he preferred not to die. And
yeah, something a good choice, if I might say.
Sometimes.
14 damage on board, 15 with the hero power. That's a good amount of pressure. I think that Lightning Bloom that Reqvam got from the top deck will be important next turn to throw a scenario guard and keep piling up that pressure.
Yeah, it's now he's controlling the board quietly, dealing damage phase 14 damage, setting a little here, and we have almost a combo in end for CaelesLuna with the smite and Blood Cell Raider, but not the mana, not the weapon.
We have the efficient Octobot, but we need to dodge lethal. We cannot proc it. Oh, well, he could proc it with he could go efficient Octobot, Penflinger, and then Cloak of Shadow. That will be 5 mana. And we'll be discounting Smite and the Blood-Cell Raider. He could not, but that won't be drawing cards, and he will be not hitting with the weapon because it's the only and last charge. But I think it's the way.
Yeah, he's okay. Thinking about this, touching this Octobot. Not sure about the play.
He could throw a Place Splendor into the mix also, because it will be 3 cards he played before, and so he will be able to clear one of the trends.
And when you play this Cloak of Shadows, please don't attack then.
Oh yeah, that's a really good advice over there. That you just assume that you will be stealth next turn, not if you just hit with your weapon after it.
Yeah, I guess everyone has made the error once. Oh, okay. I guess now it's really over with this taunt.
A town minion. 36 health points for Reqvam. I'm not seeing CaelesLuna winning this. He could go for a swindle and try to dodge. What's... Because 9... There is 9 damage on board.
Yeah, and a repop on the 5 set. A 5/5 inside. He may draw with this cutting class, but I guess
preparation
it's over.
And what? that's not enough. He could draw one more with a weapon.
And
Prep
then preparation
it's
swindle.
not enough. Prep
Okay.
coin seed then. And Reqvam wins first game of the night.
Yeah, 1-0 for Reqvam, so it's the first step to the playoffs. Okay, so what will CaelesLuna choose to counter this Druid now? Because he has the choice.
Well, he could go with his own druid, but I'm guessing that the warrior is also a good choice because warrior it's just the warrior game is just piling up stuff like turn after turn is like kind of like a mid-rangey kind of deck, and I'm not sure if the druid will be able to defend from a minion or two a turn for the first 4 or 5 turns.
Thinking, okay, yeah, he made his choice. Okay, let's see what he chose. He's not that confident here, and as I said, it's a mirror of Druid here.
Feel the power of the wild
Yes,
words.
different versions, but some cards that are the same, like Malygos as draw engine. The difference, the most important difference for CaelesLuna is that he has Celestial Alignment and he also has a Lady Anaconda in his side of the deck.
Okay, he kept the alignment here. He has the coin, but didn't find any ramp. And Reqvam this time he has his draw, he has his ramp, so.
That's super important. He's not floating a mana. I mean, he's hero powering on 2, but he has fungal fortunes for turn 3. Then he has overgrowth, a good solid curve. I'm not sure. After saying this, how does this matchup plays? Because if you're sensing your opponent kept a card, it's likely to be Celestial Alignment. Do you keep your ramp for after alignment? Do you use it before to get an advantage? How does that work out? I think we'll just see after Reqvam plays it.
Oh, it's interesting this Jidra here, because you can then overgrowth, and I don't know if the Druid can deal with a 4 Earth minion here.
Whoa, the
without using
second
the coin.
lunar eclipse. That's important for dealing with the minion, but you're just not doing anything else.
Yeah, you can Lunar Eclipse into coin, into hero power, but it's so expensive. Oh, okay. I didn't see that come. It keeps the coin.
Yes, I think he values a bit more the coin, knowing that he can ramp the Celestial Alignment turn. That I think that's on CaelesLuna's head while doing that play. Let's see how he gets to that point, because Reqvam is ahead on mana, not because he started the game going first, but he also played an overgrowth by now.
Yeah. Oh, there is a very ugly play to coin this all here. That's so ugly. I cannot afford it.
It is indeed.
Oh, what is
well,
it?
Talking about owls,
Okay.
we have one over there. I was wondering, do you ever go Solar Eclipse and Fungal Fortunes here to fill up your hand?
Reqvam answers yes, but I'm not sure about that. Draw 6 and have the... Okay, how many minions do you play here? That's Malygos.
Malygos is one, and it's one you wouldn't like to be discarded. But when you have the full hand, it doesn't matter that much, at least.
Yeah. Okay, so what can you play? Draw a beast. Yes, fine. Okay, he dodged the second hole in his draw. Okay, interesting.
He's heading for a nice Glowfly Swarm turn next turn. He also has the double owl over there, some for cleaning the board, and Lunar Eclipse on top of it. knowing that he has also the Arboraf as a finisher, I don't blame Reqvam for going all in next turn. Druid doesn't have much ways of defending from that play.
Yeah, with this glowfly swarm, you want to take all the value from the card as soon as possible. Okay, and the CaelesLuna doesn't play this all here. He has the mana to do so, but he wants to keep it.
Yes, I think that after alignment, the owl gets really powerful, and if you just toss it into the board with responding to nothing, you're giving your opponent a way to trade or value trade even his own owl. I bet CaelesLuna now is thinking, okay, I'm going Lunar Eclipse, and then I'm going alignment and throwing the owl over there. That could deal with two of the 7 minions on board. There will be 10 damage left, and Reqvam has the combo, has the possibility of going Solar Eclipse and then Arbor Up. But if CaelesLuna plays the alignment, it won't be the case. He will be 1 mana short. He will be needing some extra ramp for that.
Okay, so starting on this alignment here, and then the owl to deal with one of the the glowfly. Okay, alignment balloon to have one more.
Just knows max pressure. And if you're playing max league, you just go max pressure all the time.
You have to. That's the way you get to the playoffs. Arbor
and he's delivering 1 damage off lethal, by the way, but doesn't even matter.
And CaelesLuna is smiling on the cam. Reqvam is not very happy of this turn. Oh, he's
this is a turn that things might happen after the druid plays alignment. You could go on a contra and do a lot of stuff, but the only thing CaelesLuna could go and do is go and concede. And now Reqvam has too much points on his favor, and CaelesLuna will be needing to do a reverse sweep with his warrior if he wants to stay alive in this max league.
Yeah, and thus this list of this warrior list is so powerful that it can be. So you can even beat the very aggressive hunter. So we'll see. It's not over.
I think the problem, or it's like when Druid gets its pop-off turns, the warrior cannot deal with super wide boards. This version includes Lord Varov as a potential clear for the big Druid turns, but it's not a guarantee. It's just a one-off. Bulwark of Asinos is kind of like the same. He's having some control tools, but I'm not sure how much would they be useful here. Sometimes the Druid does things faster than you can answer.
Yeah. Okay, and for now, Reqvam cannot use his other decks. He wants to play the Hunter, he wants to play this Demon Hunter, but he's stuck to this Druid because he's winning too much with it, and we have this Overgrowth in hand for another time. Okay, and not such good end for CaelesLuna, very heavy. Okay, we have this little pirate incoming.
The top deck just probably changed CaelesLuna's face expression, but as you say, the Anchor, the Rancor, they're not good cards to have in your opening hand. You wanna throw minions on the board, put pressure, get your quest done as fast as possible. If you get to pressure the druids, sometimes you just do enough, but I'm not sure. This time, even Reqvam has some answers with that Lunar Eclipse in hand that will diffuse the Defias Canyoneer.
Yeah, and we like to have this Defias Cannoneer here on 3 when you can follow with this Stormwind Freebooter, because you don't need to have a weapon to for the Defias to walk. You just have to attack.
Yes, that's true. Now we're seeing CaelesLuna getting the Outrider Axe, which is a good source of damage. It's a 9 damage over 3 turns. Not many minion interaction, as we've seen. The druid has most spells in hand. Now he needs to decide how he's gonna float 1 mana. In my opinion, I'll go with the minion. Completing the
Yes.
quest, drawing the
Yeah, you want to
weapon, because if not, you can just miss
draw
a
it.
draw, which is really important.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not that relevant, this Outrider X here. You have to wait for the glow flows of the opponent, but it's still it's already at 5 mana, so he could have played it the turn before. Okay, it's a version with Azinot. I didn't see it.
Yes, this is like the controller version of the deck. It also has some Mutanus the Devourer, so to just eat a Malygos wouldn't be a bad thing. But still, it's not really easy to just throw that many tech cards into a deck and make it work.
Okay.
How do you feel about this blacksmith? If you have a
Yeah,
nice
we like
and
this.
white board,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
will
yeah.
be a good like.
Oh.
Now we're. Oh, I thought he was going for the glow slime form.
Yeah,
Glow slime.
Yeah, we're thinking about the glow flies, but it took this this nature studies. Okay, and it's
The
generating
thing about
so
the
many
nature
cards.
studies is, yeah, he could go for the extra value and for the draw. With Glowfly, you only got the copy and not extra draw, so that might have been something to do with it.
Okay, so no need to play this, but Walker Azimuth this far. So yes, you play the big one. You use your mana efficiently. I like this.
Yeah, max league, max tempo. Reqvam getting some interesting draw over there. The finally Glowfly Swarm
Yeah.
getting to him, but I'm not sure if this is the time. You can follow that up with the double scenario ward for next turn, or the double arbor up if enough minions survive.
Isn't it time for a lightning bloom into solar eclipse into scenario round just now, because you have many dimensions on board on your
You're
opponent's
one.
board?
I think you're 1 mana off that play, because the disc, as soon as you play the lightning bloom, you lose the discount on
Okay.
the
Yeah.
spell. So this is we're gonna be drawing
Oof.
some cards in the near
Okay.
future.
He has to get rid of something. Oh yes, this
Yeah,
one is very good.
resizing
Very good.
much so flexible for this.
Yeah, very nice play here for Reqvam. Very okay.
Very neat. Yeah, CaelesLuna has a proper answer for this board. The
Yeah,
Rancor
it's a
will
Rancor.
just
So
take care
there
of
is
everything that's in front.
there is the discard here. Three cards burnt to be burned, because you draw 6, then another one is 7, and his end is not that big.
Well, I think that it's not really a problem, because as I understand this matchup, you either win it or lose it before fatigue. So
Yeah.
overdrawing 3 cards, you can think of the 3 cards just being on the bottom of the deck by the end of the game. And if you just do not draw your whole deck, you just won't miss them. But This is not an easy spot for Reqvam. Lucky for him, he has the stabilization tools with the snaring ward, but CaelesLuna is it's trying to go as aggressive as
Oh.
possible.
I didn't see that coming. Okay, he doesn't play the Ranker here, but is going face with this Mr. Smite. Okay, yeah, okay. He made the math here to know how much damage he can afford with the Arbor Up. Okay, so here it's 6.
Yeah.
If you play twice Arbor Up, it's 6 and I guess 12. So
Yeah, that is interesting, and I think we were just, at least myself, I was just thinking, okay, you can clear this board, go clear this board, but if you just use the Rancor here, how do you clear the next one? How do you deal with this Arbor Up or with this, sorry, with this Snaring Ward? This Lord Barov and Rancor might be the answer, although I know it's like, it feels like too little sometimes.
and now this Alak here, very powerful here, hitting face with this charge, with a taunt, with a divine shield, and you may deal sufficient damage with this Lord Barov, I guess.
Yeah, you could go Lord Barov and provoke, and that will be a board clear. But do you want to do that?
I'm not
I'm
sure.
just thinking on going Wolvark of Asenath and Hero Power and the Pirate, and just try to greed a bit more my resources, because if you just use that only board clear you have so
That's
quick.
Yes, and
Not sure you'll be-
you have to play 2 pirates to have your quest reward, and only one is in hand. But you can, as you said, have this this bulk walker as not into the voxel freebooter. Okay, he's using the Lord Barov. Okay,
He's doing
just like this. Okay, he's keeping this Rancor and this provoke. Oh, it was so
he cleared
expensive.
The board. He kept the provoke. I'm not sure. Well, it's a tradable card that might have something to do with it, but as you mentioned, it's so expensive. He's so low on value right now. What was the punish of going just the Bulwark of Asenath and the Hero Power? Because he would have 4 attacks, he would just eat the Bulwark of Asenath next turn, and if Reqvam developed CaelesLuna had the answer for that, he could have read that. I'm not sure if playing that, if playing from behind will just give you any benefit at all, but you know, it was a line that you could have gone.
Okay, we have this Baron's blacksmith here. So he's there, he's waiting for the ball to be filled.
Yeah,
And
it's a nice chunky minion in 4 attack. You could buff the owl. CaelesLuna getting some important resources, but not getting what he needs to complete the quest. A 2 or 3 mana pirate would have been awesome here, just to throw in the mix and play Rokara right away.
And we've seen that Mr. Mr. Smite has been played before, so we have only one win condition here is to complete the quest. So is it possible now? You can play this cannoneer, but you don't want to attack with your Asenath, and you could not play the Rokara after that the same turn.
So are we just hero powering pass?
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
Okay. Why not? Why not?
That's interesting. How much value are you gonna get from the Defias Cannoneer? you're using your mana here. You're for next turn you can go maybe a Rancor if it's good enough, and Rokara if not, you just brawl and reset the board. I like this play from CaelesLuna, like using his mana, always important. On the other side, Reqvam is drawing lots of cards again, not running out of value anytime soon.
Oh, I can use this and not just to do here. Maybe resizing.
Another
touch.
scenario is War.
Okay. Okay. So it accepts the overdraw.
Yeah, sometimes you just think, what is more important? Any of the 5 cards I have on my deck, or a scenario, an extra scenario ward.
yeah.
And I think, and this time the value heavy option, it's a good way to go.
Yeah, and you have both solar eclipses in end, so it's very relevant. Okay, we have this Rokara right now.
But can we afford it? I mean, you know your opponent has solar eclipses and arbor up. So this 14 damage will escalate to like 26, and with the hero power, it could just take the last charge of the Bulwark Asenoth. I think you might be dead if you go Rokara right now. You need to use the brawl. You need to survive one more turn.
Yeah, this brawl is so sad here. With only 3 minions, 3 big ones, so there is a big one remaining, and the biggest one because it's a blue dragon and it cannot die.
And I mean, it's not only that he got little value just taking off 2 minions, but again, I want to repeat it, Reqvam has a full hand. The board will be filled again next turn, and CaelesLuna's hand does not show many answers.
And he's playing only 1 brawl he has already played. It's Lost Barrow as well. We have only Mutinous Devourer to deal with something in end, but I guess it will be very difficult from now. Oh,
Max
it's
League,
huge.
Max Power once again.
It's
How
huge.
do you deal with this? So
You-
sad for CaelesLuna.
Can you Rokara into provoke? No, it's still
It's
it's
not
searching for
enough.
something, but it's a 3-0. 3-0 for the Max League 4 champion Reqvam, who reach for the second time the playoffs here. We have we'll have the player in a little interview. I'm gonna ask them. Okay, we just lost the CaelesLuna. Just a second here. So like that. Okay, and at the bottom like that. Okay, so Reqvam, where are you? Reqvam is here. A little interview on Discord, because sometimes the players are not
Yeah, they're
not
not available. They're just rushing to another stuff. Fortunately for Reqvam, he took care of his duty, won in a quite convincing fashion.
Yeah.
Just a solid 3-0 with not many. I think he was never in danger. The first game of the Druid was a good start with a swarm, and then just not letting the rogue put his game plan on track, and then it was just one good Druid game after the other.
Yeah, I'm calling you in another conversation. We'll back in 2 seconds. Okay, so here we are. I'm adding Fury. No, not Furyhunter. It's a little early for that. Reqvam and Rane here. So we're creating a private group, and we're calling the guys. I have Rane. I have Reqvam. And in a few seconds, CaelesLuna. Yes, everyone is here. Okay, do you
Hello there.
Okay, how are you guys?
Hello.
Do you hear us, Reqvam?
Yes, I do. Do you
Okay,
hear
fine.
me?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
And CaelesLuna, you're here as well?
Yes, am I coming through?
Yeah, everything is everything is okay. Thanks for the games. It has been very how can I say it? It has been quick. It has been intense, and we love to see those Druid mirrors match. It was very interesting to see the difference between the two decks, but them still wanting then their ramp at first place. CaelesLuna, it was your first Max League here. You cannot reach the top 8 playoffs, but you made a really good run. What do you think about the event and your run in it?
The event was really fun. It was a lot of good last hero standing practice, which I'm likely gonna need for the next season of GM if they keep that going. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I enjoyed like scouting my opponents and switching up my lineups every week.
Yeah. Okay. And Reqvam, you made it. You told me that first in first time you will go to the playoffs, and now you're here in the top 8 another time. Do you think that?
Another time, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that this Max League 5 has step up from the fourth edition?
Yes, I think the competition is even fiercer than before, as you can tell from the groups. Like this time, it's a lot more GMs. We have GMs from all over the world, which is pretty cool. Even though I didn't have a chance to play versus let's say Language Hacker, who I was looking forward to beating, because last time I faced him in a Masters Tour, it was on a 6-2 score or something in Masters Tour on shipping, and he beat me in the last round.
Okay, you have your revenge is in the Max League of Nations too. Is involved.
You
Well,
did get a
that'll pay
revenge
that,
arc
but-
though.
Yeah, I didn't get the revenge arc. But I'll take the top 2 in the group and the top 8 playoffs. Looking
Yeah,
forward
No,
to
I
that.
mean you did because I scammed you with ignites that one time.
Oh yeah,
the one time we
that's
fought
true.
in
That's true.
MT.
Caelus, yeah, that's true. I got revenge on CaelesLuna from Masters Tour. What was it? Stormwind? Not the last
Yeah,
one. The
I think it
previous
was
one.
Stormwind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got quite rolled in those matches versus Caelus, but today he got rolled.
Indeed.
And Rain, do you have further questions?
I just want to congratulate you both for the good scores and the Max League. CaelesLuna, congratulations of re-promoting to our America's Grandmasters League, and I will be happy
Thank
to
you
cast
very
you
much.
again next season. And Reqvam also, congratulations, as you said, this is a really stacked tournament. Making it to top 8, it's not easy. You faced a group with 2 GMs, and I think there are more in the way. So I hope you're prepared for what's next in defending your title.
Three
Yeah.
GMs. Three GMs.
All right,
Psycho,
yeah,
Caelus, and Language Hacker. So,
I forgot Psycho.
yeah.
I have
That group.
I have two last questions. The first one for Reqvam. When you played the Druid, but you only played Druid. When you was able to double Arbor Up and put your opponent at 1, we've seen you on the cam, and you weren't very happy of the turn. Why?
Yeah. So I had the unused resizing pouch in my hand from the previous turn,
Yeah.
which I could have used on the turn prior to get either Lightning Bloom or Pounce.
Okay.
And I could have played Pounce, and it would have been lethal with double Arbor Up, because I would use the pounce on the previous turn. Also, if I get Lightning Bloom, I could have played the Iron Bark that I also had in hand for the remaining damage. I didn't commit the Iron Bark on the previous turn because of the threat of Bloodmaster Samuro with Mark of the Wild clearing up my board, but and then I figured I'm almost always beating that right anyway, because I just, on the follow-up, I go double Owl, Solar Arbor, I make my biggest minion with Taunt to block his Null and Umbral Owl, and yeah, that was my thinking. I should have just checked the pouch at the end of the turn for either Pounce or Bloom. So that was the mistake that could have cost me the game if Caelus had Anaconda with enough card draw cards and the full pop-off with Survival of the Fittest.
Okay, it's interesting. And the second question and the last one for CaelesLuna and maybe for Reqvam as well. As we said before, we have this competition and we have players from all around the world, and we in your group, we had ZLSGS, which is an American one, Silvos, an Ukrainian, Seiko, Grandmaster from Germany, Language Hacker. Do you think it's interesting to have different continent players to compete against in such kind of tournaments? Instead of playing only on the LATAM server with the same players?
Yeah, certainly. I wish there were more international leagues in the Hearthstone competitive scene other than just Worlds. I think it's like a great opportunity for like, I don't know, different players from different regions have different play styles, so it's really nice to see that crossover.
Okay. Thank you guys, and thank you CaelesLuna for being take part in this Max League 5. It was the first time, and it was very nice of you. And see you next time for the next season, I guess. And Reqvam, see you next week for the top 8.
See ya. Thank you for having us.
Well, lovely. Good luck, Reqvam.
Thank you, Caelus.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. See you.
But
Okay, so here I am. I'm here with you. I have Reqvam still with us. Okay, very good. Your camera is still here, and I love this. I'm gonna tell the other players that the first match is over because we have 10 minutes delay and they may not have noticed it. I know that Furyhunter is always here because this cam is on, and I'm just telling Insane that he can join us in a few seconds. Okay, you can join the camera link. That's it. Okay. Okay.
I did just notice while opening my friend list, you were mentioning number 1 legend Reach. Furyhunter is on the hunt. He is number 5 right now, and Insane.
I lost you, Rane.
Legend matchup here with the really the importance that is the loser will be most likely out of the, well, it depends on Furyhunter. If Furyhunter wins, he will secure his top 8 spot. That's not necessarily true for Insane. There are a lot of tiebreakers involved, so we'll have to wait for the rest of the matches to end to assure which is the other player from that group to advance to the top 8.
Yeah, well, we are going to check the group ranking. Here we have Furyhunter and Logic at 4-1 for now because 5 rounds has been played so far, and it's the final rounds this week. So the rounds 6 and 7 are played this week, and Logic may secure his second place here, but Insane is at 3-2 and can take the second place slot, sorry, for the playoffs, and Furyhunter has to wait tonight as well to get there. And we say that Floki is here as well.
Here, a bunch of times he's a really good pick. Sorry, I think I lost you and I started talking. Sorry, Max.
No problem. I see now you're very you're back. You're back. I lost you for a little second, but you're back. Yeah, Floki can make it. I'm gonna check which matches are left here in this group, just to let you know. It's not this one. It's the group A. Okay, in the group A, so we have Logic versus Floki. We have Furyhunter versus Insane, and then we have Logic versus Filey and Floki versus Insane. So everything is still possible, but Furyhunter has only one match left because the other one will be versus a player that has forfeited. So he's got one more win. Okay. So now we are about to display the lineup, starting with Insane. And it's insane because I had to do it. And it's bringing a Rogue, a Warlock, a Warrior, and a Demon Hunter. But we won't see... It's Demon Hunter that has been banned. Okay.
Yes, a Demon Hunter, that's the brute version. It's really interesting to see this deck reappearing in the... In the tournament meta. Is super interesting. I like the choice for his lineup. Really solid decks. Garrote Rogue, despite the nerf, is still a good deck. Then the same for Handlock, and well, the Pirate Warrior, the more tempo-oriented version. I think he's using, with one hatchet as the weapon, and Mr. Smite for prey, and just throw a bunch of pirates to your opponent's head.
Yeah, we like this version of the warrior. Very aggressive, very mid-range deck that can kill you very fast when you play your pirates in the first rounds. And then this Warlock, the good old Warlock, the new Endlock, I have to say, with this one Altar of Fire, only one. We've seen in, I guess, 1 week ago that Yala used to play 2 copies of Altar of Fire. And I was asking him why he's playing the card. Why? What does he want to target with the card? And he wants to target his own deck. He says, "I'm not playing this to get rid of opponent's card, but to get rid of mines, because I want to play the Baron Scavengers and the Bloodshard British Bag as soon as possible."
That is true. Most of the time we start thinking about, okay, what can you burn from your opponent's deck? But actually, it's progressing your game plan. It's getting you to those bottom 10 cards that are a condition for 2 of your swing turns, which are the Quellbore and the Scavenger. Also, progressing your quest in a way, because the near your to fatigue, the most chances you have of doing lethal damage with Tamsim. But I think in this deck specifically, the quest is like a secondary win condition. You rely on giants and the Battleground Battlemaster and the big chunky and beefy minions to close up games.
Yeah, I have the players here. They're waiting for us to give us them the go, but we are jumping right now to the other lineup, the Furyhunters one, is Hunter has been banned, so we have a rogue. He love the rogue, you know. Furyhunter, the Garrett rogue is a little baby. Warrior, I guess it's the same one as previously. Yeah, I guess it's
Yes,
very,
it even
very
has
close.
cool neophytes on it. I think it's like 30, the same 30 cards.
Okay, and the Hunter, with this Demon Hunter, and the Demon Hunter has not been banned, so we may see the Brute in action tonight, and I guess the list is quite the same as his opponent with the Lion's Frenzy here. Okay.
Yeah, it's a meta pick that can go really well in this last hero standing formats. I like this this variety that allows you to bring decks that are not really good against the whole field, but you don't need them to be. You need them to target a couple of decks around, and this Brute Demon Hunter with the finisher, as you mentioned, of the Lion Frenzy can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we are starting the game. We are giving the go to the players right now. Okay, I'm gonna fix this in a few seconds. So we have Furyhunter at the bottom of your screen, not now, but in a few seconds. It's okay. You can start. Good luck. That's it.
With the command
it's
bottom or top, you can cheer for your players. Remember that you can check up their lineups with the command lineup, and every now and then the bot also pops the Discord channel that you can join to not miss any of the action. Because remember, there is not only the Max League, there's also the Max Nations League next year, and a lot of more tournaments you will be having and enjoying in this in this channel.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. Okay, so here we have the Insane, so at the bottom, at the top, and Furyhunter with his camera at the bottom. Okay, because we can have this, the camera from Insane. Okay, doing battle with a friend is starting right now. Right now, Furyhunter, as always, with his camera in front of him, like we've seen in many Master Tools casts. I like
Yes,
this point of view.
I love Furyhunter Reqvam. His expressions, they tell you a lot about what's happening on the game. You could see you can see the clip for last Master Tour, the roller coaster it was, one top deck lethal again in the
Yes.
in the top four. It was immense. It was immense that the kindling elemental, it was just the card he needed, and he got it, and he just popped off. It's really nice to see players showing the emotions on camera.
Yeah, it's a very good esport moment. This one, it was like a child that has been given a treat. Okay, you top deck this.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, it's for me. Yes, it's for you. Okay, thanks.
And he just took it. I like it. I love that. One thing probably Insane loves is having efficient Octobot on 2. Not an efficient way of dealing that without activating the frenzy.
Yeah.
So I guess Insane is gonna have some discounts. If you're Fear you wanna proc it yourself, right?
I like to activate the Octobot before the opponent gets one more card, I guess. But
Yes, and on top of that, there's nothing else you can do with that mana besides doing the hero power. I think, well, Furyhunter is betting and Insane not having any activators.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been a bait.
Oh, now you have some decisions to make. You want to activate it right now and go full tempo, just as wide on board as you can with your whole hand, or you just throw a brain freeze and a swindle to maximize your discounts.
I like that. I was about to think about a brain freeze on my own, this own minion, and then swindle. Yeah.
There's a thing to consider that this Demon Hunter Brood list doesn't have any board clears. I mean, it cannot clear a just bunch of 1/1s without just hitting them with the head. So that might be what made Furyhunter, Insane, tend to go white. I guess it's not a bad option. You're putting pretty good pressure for turn 3.
Yeah, but the cards you have discounted in end are not that interesting. Okay.
Yes, I see that. They're not progressing your plan towards the combo. But knowing that the Demon Hunter doesn't have an efficient way to deal with this, it's chipping up a lot of damage.
Yeah. Okay. He's thinking. Furyhunter is thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just saw the Crimson Sigil Runner and is debating on going or not for the Persistent Peddler. Maybe he can go.
Pleasure doing business.
Okay. Into Spectre side. Okay.
Yeah, his
Okay.
some way losing a draw for the next quest because he's
Yeah.
drawing 5 when he needed 4. But still, he's getting discounts. He's playing the Sigil for next turn, and next turn he could easily draw, like, I don't want to say his whole deck because he's missing mana, but he can just chain the 2 Sigil Crimson, the Crimson Sigil runners from the left, as
Yeah.
well as the acrobatics. So it's not a bad turn at all.
Okay. Secret passage here. Oh. This cult no fight is
yes.
very relevant. But you could swindle. Okay, instead.
I think I'd rather go for the Neophyte.
Yeah.
Neophyte and Ethereal Augmented are 5 attack points to pressure again your opponent. Furyhunter is at 22 right now. If you put 5 more, it's a really huge amount, and the disruption power of the Neophyte is so big this turn, so big.
Okay, and he's going wide on the board. Furyhunter is not that happy on the cam. Okay, so
Let's see what
you
the
have
sigil brings.
this coin at the left of your hand, and you don't want it right now because of the kill fight. Because you would.
You could, yeah, you can only draw 2 cards with the Crimson Runners. You could go
Yeah.
acrobatics and the Royal Librarian for trade, but you need to react to the board. This is the importance of the disruption power of the Neophyte. It didn't allow Furyhunter to progress in his quest, and now he's facing it again.
Okay, and I got trade off of the first augmented, ethereal augmented here. Oh, and there are many augmentations. The Guardian
Yeah.
one. They are all there, the family.
Yes, there's one more that I think it gives rush to a minion that's also unmentioned, but I'm not sure the name.
Not sure about that, neither in French or English.
As you say, they're a family. Right now, Insane is just a crappier version of Tempo Rogue, because it's trying to win.
We lost you. And Insane.
Either.
Okay.
It's just about to gas out, but still putting pressure on board. Nothing you.
Okay.
Not a thing you don't like.
Okay, another time, and you don't have any cards left in hand. Was it Shadows Tapping? This one, okay.
Oh, this is going for a Divine Shield, just max tempo. Probably throwing a hero power and not setting up lethal, but for just it's one off. I guess it's 8 on board, 10 on board, 11 with the dagger. And now it's Fear Hunter's
Ooh.
turn. Now it's trying to shine for those brutes.
Yes, the brute is here. So
Double philosophy in hand already. Chance of keep drawing cards with the outcast spectral sight.
Another one.
It's brute time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brute me dude would Fina say. And he could even throw an extra one with a second philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for the acrobatics to hit.
No,
Carefully
no.
discounting the brutes to avoid copying the spirit jailer. But this is what Fear Hunter needed. One turn, just one turn. He completed 2 procs of the quest, getting the Curses in hand. He also developed 3 brutes with a taunt. So now I guess it's just everything for Insane, unless he gets an insane draw from this tradable card.
I see what you are doing here, and yes, it has been very all in the game to gain the tempo, to gain the board before the Druid can be played. But yes, in one turn, the Fury Hunter has ruined his hope. And now you have nothing here to play for Insane. It's sad.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a choice actually. His hand was the only way to play his hand was this one, I guess. And I understand his frustration right now, but he couldn't do anything else, I think.
No, he couldn't. He didn't have any a consistent card to play. Only Hog Merchant and Octobots. Nothing very really relevant. So he has to do it like this way. Okay.
Interesting how Fear Hunter is deviating 6 damage
Yeah.
to just not give any chance to his opponent of proccing that Octobot and doing a miracle turn. He takes the first game of the series and tries to secure his spot on the next stage of the Max League.
Yeah, it's really important when you can do the play that deals 100% victory. You do this, despite it's not that fast.
Yes, I understand that. Now we're moving into game number 2. Insane is choosing to go with his Pirate Warrior, the more tempo-oriented version, while Fear Hunter is still on his Brute Demon Hunter, since this is last year standing after, and this is an interesting start. Fear Hunter does not need to play the question 1. He just needs to put some tempo on board first to react to whatever Insane could do on turn 1. That is not as intuitive as it might sound. Since you have 1 mana, you have the quest, you play the quest. Not every time.
Yeah, it was interesting the way he made that. Okay, and you have this spectral sight here on next turn maybe. And on
Yes.
Insane has drawn his I guess only weapon. I have to check.
Yes, it's the only weapon on the list. It's a shame. He's losing a draw for after the first quest proc.
Yeah.
And it's also an unplayable card. Right now, I think he's debating himself which 3-drop to coin. In my opinion, the best one would be the Cargo Guard or the Stormwind Freebooter. Oh, okay, he's going face. I was thinking it doesn't trade up well to hit a 3 health minion with 2 attack. well, Fury Hunter. Well, I mean, Insane doesn't mind hitting the face, not the minions.
I guess he played a little too fast here, Fury Hunter. He could have played Spectral Sight from the right, the one drawn with double jump.
But I mean, is that a mistake? Playing the last one, he got the discount on the Spectral Sight he draw, and also he can outcast it really easy this turn with after playing a 0 mana double jump. So I think it was the correct play after all. I know that you want to play the outcast cards from the right, but at this time it was so easy to outcast it from the left that there was no actual damage, or how do you say, punishment.
Punishment, yes. Okay, and then if he doesn't want to lose a draw, he could only trade this warrior Librarian. Oh, this one, yeah.
Or the persistent battler, I like that. Now,
Interesting.
how far is he from playing the brute? Whoa! He could have gone for double brute this turn, or I'm missing something. Oh, the acrobatic effects! I totally missed that. He's gonna play double brute this turn, and maybe one more. Once again, Fury Hunter popping off with this brute demon hunter
on turn 4.
Once in chat.
On turn 4, and it was helped by those soul fragments, which cost one draw.
Yes, and he, as you mentioned, those soul fragments allowed him to get Curtis to play it on curve on turn 5. Not only completing the full quest, but tossing 2/6/7 minions when taunt in the meantime. Really strong play. And Insane has nothing to do. Another resign. Are we gonna see another Express 3-0 match, Max?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna sleep very early tonight. It's 2-0 here for Fury Hunter, and the match just ended at round 4. Round 4, and it was over.
Incredible how consistent is this brute demon hunter and winning when you hit the brutes. Once you just hit the brutes, you are all set for victory. Now Fury Hunter has the brutes, but what is more important, he has the glide. The problem is he would not be able to outcast it as easily.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see that this deck has been lost in the previous meta, where it has been played about 2 weeks and then abandoned. And now with he's back from nowhere, and is dealing very well with the top decks meta, because we've seen a Garrett Rogue, we've seen a Pirate Warrior, and
Yes, we've seen that this Brute Demon Hunter goes really well against board-centric decks. And the Garrett Rogue was not a board-centric deck, but it was playing a board-centric match because of the cards he got. So it was not it was really two really good chances this Demon Hunter had. And now he's back on it again. He's setting the sigil, he's setting the piercing task to complete another quest, another proc of the quest. Waiting to that brute to be 0 and play the glide after that, I guess.
And in the previous match we had the brute and the lethal on 4, and here we have the Anatheron on 3. Everything here for us on the Max TV tonight.
Mana cheating at its best, right?
Yes.
Nothing else, nothing different from that. Fury Hunter can discount the 2 cards he got, but I don't. But that would imply drawing 1 less card. well, it's not drawing one less. It's just missing or having one extra charge from the weapon.
No.
He's going. I was wondering if he could go with the shards first in order to have the chance to draw the shards first and completing another proc of the quest.
Yeah, yeah.
Or even playing the elitary studies to hope and get a philosophy. Could have done that before playing the brood, maybe. No punishment there, but some different options Furyhunter could have taken.
Yeah, and he's playing very, very fast. He's very I don't know how to say it in English, but he knows how to play those kind of combo decks, and is with this experience with a Garrett Rogue, he's playing so fast, so fast. You don't have the turn that is already starting, that the first card is has been played. Okay.
Sometimes you need to do that because you have to make a lot of actions with a heavy with draw heavy or draw intense decks. That is the case. I mean, Anaconda Druid, this Demon Hunter with the quest and with the discounts, not the quest, not the quest lock or the hand lock, because you just don't need anything like that. And now Insane is kind of finding stabilization with this Neophyte, with the possibility of clearing 2 minions from the board. But still, away from those giants, away from the big payoffs the deck has.
Okay, so he played this first brute here in the previous turn, Furyhunter, and then he is about to play his glide. And
yes, the glide outcasted is really important to disrupt any of the plans the Warlock may have. And something I just didn't even realize, Insane tossed his quest in favor of getting some extra cards in hand and getting more pressure early on, understanding that this matchup does not follow the original plan or the quest plan. As we mentioned, is not even a secondary win condition, is even less than that.
Yes. Okay, and Will Insane will be playing this altar of fire. Does he want to get rid of a card? Maybe to his opponent get rid of a card? He's thinking about that.
If you have the mana available, you can go for it, but you have 19 cards, as you mentioned. Jarla played it to thin his deck. No. You're so far away from those 10 cards you need. I mean, you can play it, but it won't make much of a difference. And on top of it, you're losing. Your opponent is losing only a soul fragment, not even a real card.
Yeah, the soul fragment, the perfect counter to this altar of fire.
Curtis says it all ends here. Let's see. We have a Demon Hunter against a demon. Well, not a demon, right? He's playing Nemsi. He played around Curtis a bit, not bringing Gul'dan, I guess.
Okay, as an option here to play this giant. Maybe
he could even go with the race dead, see what
yeah,
it
but
brings.
if it's an Atheron, he won't be able to play it discounted. Okay, you have this Slinger here. Why not?
You
Why
could
not?
hero power. That's not enough. I mean, that is why I'm not sure about tossing the quest, because those procs on the quest, it's not about your getting your health back, but about discounting the giant. Imagine that giant costed 1 or 2 less. That would be a really impactful difference right now.
No.
And Insane decided to just neglect that on his own. Okay, now he's found a way to deal with the Cortrus and trying to set up a board, wait for the giant, but I think it's too little too late, in my opinion.
Yeah, he wanted to get Earth back because he could have life tap into don't remember the name of the card, into Raise Dead, then Shoalblade Slinger into the card on the board, the Demon Slayer Cutress, and put two guides in it, but he preferred to have the six health back.
Yes, and Fearhunter is drawing and drawing and drawing, and I think this turn should end with Alliance Frenzy hit to the face.
Yeah.
He's trying to set up lethal right now. Not much card draw left in hand, only 3 cards, but doesn't need much more. With the soul fragments in the deck, with the tradable cards, and with the next hit of the frenzy probably delivering lethal, we're facing at a Fearhunter aiming for top 8 in the Max League.
Yeah, after I've won everything on this way in late 2021, maybe the Max League now, we'll see. Okay, oh, you don't want to pay 6 to play this Anatheron here.
Problem is not the Nathron actually. It's like you need to find Taunt to put on the way. It's not enough to react to the board. The weapon will kill you next turn, no matter what, and Insane knows that, and he says, I'm doomed, and Fearhunter takes the win. 3-0.
Yeah, it's a 3-0.
Express Hearthstone.
Yeah, yes, as you said.
Is this like Nosdormu Day or something like that I'm missing? Like, I felt this was at the speed of light.
Yeah, and okay, a little interview on Discord. I'm asking to Furyhunter and to Insane as well. Where is he? Is Insane? Okay, little interview on Discord. Okay, just asking, and he will tell us. And I'm gonna tell you about Nosdormu just later. I'm adding them to our conversation. I'm gonna check if we can have this in this conversation. Maybe tonight Discord is not that bad. So I'm adding them right now. I'm not sure that Insane has replied to me, but I'm adding it. If you want to join, he can, and if okay, and now I'm pushing the good button and not that interesting.
Hello.
Okay. Oh yes, we have Furyhunter, and just in a few seconds we'll have maybe Insane. I cannot hear him, but I assume that he will be here in a few seconds. Okay. Do you hear us, Furyhunter?
I do. Do you hear me?
Yeah. I'm just having your microphone a little louder. Okay, and GG for this huge win here. 3-0, 1 kill at around turn 4. You have something else to do tonight?
No, I don't. But yeah, brutes are OP, man.
Yeah.
They just got that.
And I was about to tell about to Rane about the little Nosdormu contest we've had on Saturday on the Max TV for the birthday stream. Furyhunter and Warrior and Mitty just played a little contest, Nosdormu contest. It was so fun. The games was so fast, and maybe it helps you a little for tonight, because we've seen you play so fast this Demon Hunter. It was really very amazing.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta go fast, like at the start of the turn, so you have more time to think about the rest of the turn, because it often gets more interesting once you draw some cards, and you have to figure out stuff like depending on what you draw, right?
Yeah. Do you have a question, Rain?
Those brutes came in handy in most of the matchups. I'm not sure how the game goes against the Garrote Rogue. I know Insane had a really awful hand. After all, he tried to go tempo, he couldn't achieve. How do you feel that matchup on the regular circumstances?
I mean, HS Replay has it at 70% for Brute Demon Hunter, and
Oh.
I think it's more like 65 maybe, but it's definitely quite Brute
Heavily
Demon Hunter.
favored.
Yeah, because you just so consistently get to your brutes, and you also have Glide in your deck, which is really
Yeah.
good against Garrote Rogue. And
That is
sure,
true.
Garrote Rogue can go on board, but it's actually not that insane at going too hard on board. I mean, if he had another neophyte, he would have probably won, but he kind of needs like at least 2 neophytes to really have a chance, especially because my hand was like pretty decent that game. So
Yeah,
like,
Rogue missing Edward Van Cleef, I guess. And we were also like the inclusion of the brute demon hunter on your list on top of instead of the quest demon hunter that we have seen so many times and we're already bored about it. But what was your read about the deck? Was it good in general? Was it kind of high rolly and that fits last hero standing? What was your thought process on that?
So my thought process was that I've been bringing OTK Demon Hunter and Garrote Rogue pretty much every week, and maybe my opponent would read into that and try to counter them. And also, Insane has been bringing a lot of Alignment Druid and Weapon Rogue stuff like that, and that's really good against OTK Demon Hunter. But Brute Demon Hunter is very fine against it, so I just thought against him specifically, Brute Demon Hunter would be better.
Okay, and I've just put the scores on the site, and now you end this first stage at 6-1. So it's official. You're now in the top 8 playoffs, Furyhunter. So GG for that. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
And
It's been a pleasure to be in.
yeah, you have 3 players that can be with you from this group to the playoffs. It's Dark Strike, the Italian player. It's Floki and Logic, the French player. So we are waiting for the results for to see who would it be with you in the playoffs. And previously that you just noticed Reqvam has won his slot as well.
Yes, it's looking really good for my practice group. We can maybe be 6 out of the 8 people in top 8, which would be pretty insane.
Well, time for a new video, I guess. No?
Yeah, a new dance.
maybe.
Some dancing video and making 6 out of 8. It's pretty good. Are you excited about playing the top 8 of the... Are you excited about the new expansion, and have you been theory crafting decks for competing after it?
I mean, I'm excited for the new expansion, but I haven't really looked too much at the new cards. I like looking at them when they're in my collection, so yeah. And day one, I'll probably just play some Garrote Rogue. I'm that kind of guy.
Brooting and garroting people left and right.
Yep.
And in the first match tonight, we've seen another rogue, Pirate One, with the combo with Mr. Smite and the 2-3 pirates. Then you can jump back in the end and make a very good amount of damage. What do you think about this rogue? Is it better than the Garrote one? Or is it just new?
It has very different matchups. Like the Weapon Rogue that you're talking about is really good against OTK Demon Hunter, and Garrote Rogue isn't. Garrote Rogue is way better versus Acrodex. So it really depends on, like, they have completely different matchups.
Okay.
I haven't played it too much because I've mainly been practicing for tournaments, and I was always bringing Garrote Rogue to every tournament pretty much because I love that deck. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll see you on next week for the quarterfinals, because all the quarterfinals will be broadcasted on the Max TV, and it will be very interesting. So we'll have the draw before Friday. We have to wait for the other games to be played. So GG Furyhunter, and see you next week.
See ya.
See you. Okay, so we're back here on cam. Rane, what did you think about those matches? Two different, very different lineups. Involving Druid for the first match, and then we have this brute Demon Hunter on the second one, but 3-0 at the end for the both of them.
Yes, it's part of what last hero standing means. If you win your first match and then you win the counter pick of your opponent, you're just set for success. That was what we saw in the third games of each set. They were pretty easy for both of the winning players to close the series, and I really like the pace the games had. This last match with the brutes coming into play in turn 4, 5, and 6, it might be too fast and too furious, but I know I like some I like understanding, and I don't mind fast games as long as they have meaningful decisions. And as in game 1 we had after the interview the really insightful train of thoughts about how one mana, how that one damage he missed on when setting off lethal was really important from him, and how every decision mattered. Doesn't matter if the game lasts 5 or 6 turns or if it lasts 20. So that is also a good thing to get used to think every possible out you have on the game, and that's something that I enjoy personally, having the players in chat and in an interview to give us that insights are, it's really nice to have also.
Yeah, and I don't know how Reqvam just noticed this the turn after he did not play the thing, because he will be at one-off lethal. It's very amazing from him.
Yes, they are thinking everything. It's just it was the moment he saw it was 1 mana off. Oh, sorry, one damage off, and he realized, oh, I should have done this and this and that. It's not that he went over a half an hour replay and thought. It was just it was on the back of his head. He just couldn't structure it the best way, and well, he needs to polish those details in order to succeed in the top 8 now.
Yeah, I can't wait to have these quarterfinals the next week. But first of all, just we'll take a look to the stream for tomorrow. It will be Orange versus Warma and Floki versus Logic. You know, Orange, Warma, the former French Grandmaster, Floki, the Belgian Grandmaster, and thank you, Silvers, for the subscription. And Logic, it's a teammate of Warma in Team Oplon. It's when I made the cut to invite the players for the qualifiers, he had the best win rates in Open Cups, the best. So he's very good player as well, and it will be tomorrow on the Max TV, 9 p.m. CET, casted by Atomic. And for the first match, Orange versus Warma, if Orange wins, is in the top 8 playoffs, and he is bringing with him Wirer, and Wirer will be co-casting with Atomic. Wirer from the Max team.
What else do you need to know? Why are you not just hitting that notification bell just to know whenever this channel goes live? Make sure you follow Max and Max League on Twitter, because those are also a pretty good source of information for everything this tournament and league has. So I'm already anxious to see what's next tomorrow and the days after.
Yeah, and just to thank you, Alban Lady, for this gift for the community. Thank you very much. And just a word about you, Rain. You just wrote an article about Battlegrounds on eSport GG. You can check the Discord to get the link, but you have also your Twitter. You have the Twitter ID here on the layout. Rain TDF to find it out.
Exactly. You can find. I'm just. I was in the middle of writing another article for Esport GG. I really love putting what I like into content for everyone to read it. It's in English, so it's open for anyone who wants to go. And one more thing before you go, as Max mentioned, my Twitter handle is RainTDF. If you like competing, if you like winning prizes, it's not the Max League, but we're organizing a tournament the first weekend after the expansion launch. So make sure to follow me, and in order to learn anything about it, it's played in the America server. It has $500 in prizes, and I hope many people from the competitive community Max has created join us and to compete and to see if Europe can hold the tournament, because last time on the November's edition, Donkey won the thing. So currently the trophy is in Croatia. So you have to defend your title.
Yeah, very, very good. So don't hesitate to send us the link as soon as you get it, and we will share. Thank you for having here. Ooh, it's late. Having been here with me, Rain, tonight, and thank you guys on the chat. And see you tomorrow on the Max TV, and for me it will be on Monday for the quarterfinals. See you.